BOHYEBA Michael TV. Enlightening minds, enriching hearts.
Welcome back, my dear students. This is the second video for previous lesson that we discussed earlier. That's what significant figures under mathematics. Okay, so mathematics, as you know already, alright, I would like to introduce myself to those who are new here. For those who have watched my videos, they already know my name. So, but just in case you do not, my name is BOHYEBA Michael, aka Airbrofo in Kumnipa. So, I am your facilitator for mathematics on this channel. Alright, okay. Let's see the second session of the video that we did earlier. So, you can check at the top of the screen, or you can check the screen there will be a link there to the first video. So in case you met the second video somewhere, that means that you have missed the first video. Okay, so in case you missed the first video, you see a link that will lead you to the first video. In case you missed, or this is your first time of meeting this video, maybe someone will be just flipping and then you saw this second video, so maybe that person might have missed the first video. So that will be the link to the first video, and then please just hurry up, go watch that video or that lesson, and then come back to this lesson. That will help you understand this topic very simple and fast. Okay, all right. So as I said earlier, mathematics is not a difficult subject. Math is just an interesting subject that I have ever met. All right, other subjects are even difficult than mathematics, so just bear in mind that math is not difficult. Okay, so as you know already, we are still on significant figures. Yes, we are still on what? Significant figures, as you know already. Now, in the previous video, you could remember that I told you that in the second phase on the second video of this lesson, I will give you the steps to consider in correcting a number to a stated number of significant figures. Okay, so that means that I'll give you the steps for you to be able to correct some digits or some numbers into what? A significant figure. So assuming you are asked to correct this or round this to two significant figures, or three significant figures, or one significant figure, then you'll be able to know. So just follow the steps, join me, and then as we go together, do not forget to take your notes, your pens, and any other stationery that you need, or any stationery that is needed for this lesson, so that you can jot down or just write something in it. That will be as a reference material in case you forget something. Right, I know this video will be there, but just put down something. Okay, all right. So the first one is what? Find the last significant figure. Find the last significant figure. Now I would like to read the steps before I write the example on the board for you. All right, so the first one is what? Find the last significant figure you want. So if in case you say that find or correct to three significant figures, for example, let's write this on the board. 5, this example, 5, sorry, this marker is, I think this marker has faded. 5, yes, 5, 3, why is it 5, 3, 8, 7, 9, 3, 8, 7, 9? So this is it, 5, 8, 3, 5, 3, 8, 7, 9. Okay, so just watch this one as I read the steps along. Okay, all right. So he said find the last significant figure. So let's say you are asked to correct this to what? 3, let's say Like, let me use the red pen. Sorry, the red marker. So just correct these two, three significant figures, SF. Now note this. In case you see three SF somewhere, it means significant figures. The S stands for significant and the F stands for what? Figures. I hope you get it. Good. So we are correcting this to what? Three significant figures. So that's the first step. So the first step says that find the last significant figure you want. So in this case, the question asks us, or the question is stating that we should correct this to three significant figures. This question says that we should round this towards three significant figures. So the first step is what? Find the last significant figure you want. Okay, I think I must bring this thing here so that you can see. I hope that's okay. Good. Yes. And then the second one said, then look at the next significant figure to the right. If the figure is less than 5, leave the last significant figure you want as it is. If the figure is 5 or more, add 1 to the last significant figure you want. Do you get it? All right. I'm repeating it. Then look at the next significant figure. That means to the right. If the figure is less than 5, leave the last significant figure you want as it is. Just leave it like that. If the figure is 5 or more, add 1 to the last significant figure you want. All right. This is what they are trying to say. Now, another thing that you must note is that we read from left to right. Okay. So now, if I turn this way, let me turn this way. This is my left and this is my right. Hope you get it. Right. Now, I'm facing you just like this. So at your side, this will be your left and this will be your right. Okay. I know you are trying to picture what I'm trying to say. I'm saying that at your end, we say your left, we say bunkum, and I will say your right, we say nifa. And I must be say ya. Once say na epe, they say the left, na say the right, nti nifa na bunkum. Yes, so I'm trying to say that say you share significant figure now. You defeat left and about right. We read from left to right. So we're going to read from this side. I must say R&B something like this. So if you say and ever say. Okay. Now, make the second point in him. Second one is say, after some number now, after you have find or you have noticed the one you are running to, if the number after that number or after that significant figure you have noticed is more than 5, you add 1 to it, and then if it is less than 5, you leave it as it is. For example, we are running this to what? 3 significant figures. Look at what? 1, 2, 3. Some okay. All right. Now, in the previous lesson, me say now be a significant figure. You can't deny significant figures, but me do baby say ye kaya number be say and yes significant figure number be say enka number be say enka. Do you get it? So that was what we learned in our previous lesson. Okay, so in case you have forgotten or it has slipped your mind, please go back and revise from that video and then let's continue. Okay, now note. So note this again. After rounding, your new number should not change the size of the number. It must still be close to the old number. All right. Now, let us solve this one. The question is saying that we should round this to what? 3 significant figures. So let's count. Yes. So the third one is on this one. The third significant figure is any. Say no. Okay. Now, third one. Because question they say we should correct this to what? 3 significant figures. So you have known this. That's the 8. Now, the step 2 was saying that after you have noticed that particular number, this number, look or just look at the number after that number. If it is more than 5, add 1 to the previous number. And if it's less than 5, you leave it as it is. It is here. Question is say, oh, you share 3 significant figures. And you can say 1, 2, 3. Them there are 3 in here. Okay, now I mean no label has it. Aha, good. I would like to erase this one so that no one gets confused. Yes. Good. So we have this. I just brought this indication just to note that, or just for you to know that this is the third one I'm calculating it. So I have just indicated a line here. I drew a line here. Into step 2, they say, after you have noticed that particular number, the number after this one, if it is more than 5, you are going to add 1 to your number. So in our case, number bena you are correcting. Or say, remember say 3. 3 number when it also 3. The 8 is the third number, or the 8 is the third significant number. I hope you are following. Good. And then let's jump or move to the number after the 8. The number after the 8 is what? 7. So the step says that if it is more than 5, we're going to add 1 to our number. So what is our number? Our number is the 8. The 8 that we are working with it. So that means that this is more than 5. So we're going to add 1 to this. And then we write the rest as what? 0 and 1 or no. I say, won't say anything. And the same. So therefore, this will be our answer. 5, 3, 9, 0, 0. So hope you can all see. Yes. So just check it. Now, few seconds. Go through it and then try to watch something carefully. If you have any question, let me know. All right. I hope you are following. Now, okay, say me say notes. We can note you have say. I say after we have round the number now what I call significant figures na we no. Make sure say number no the size no any original number no e pe. Or patch the say. For example, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which one about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, we say checking the place value now. The place value there say. I hope you remember your place value. So let's say tens, hundreds, okay, ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands, right? Okay, so we have the tens of thousands here, or the 10,000 here. We can do the same thing. We have so in place of ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands. Okay, so in better 10,000. Yes, the sound of patch the size you know pay. This you can do here. You don't draw any place value and say the case you know pay. For example, say we say because we said that add this now you say 5, 3, 9. Say waiting. If you write this, you are wrong. But this is the correct one. Okay, we say the place value there. That will be ones, tens, hundreds, tens of thousands. There was another 10,000 and there was the checking the place value now. Inti, but I say note this. Make sure say number now I find a win. The number that you have rounded to must be the size and then the place value, or must be similar or must be the same. Do you get it? All right. I hope you are following. Yes. Inti we no wrong. So I'll just erase this, or I'll just clean this one from there, so that no one gets confused. Good. So this is the first one. Now let's move. So we are moving on to our second example. Let's take our second example. So we're going to correct this to what? The same three significant figures. Okay. So we have 4714. So this is our first example. Then let's take our second example. Okay. I prefer to write it here. Second example. So the second example, we have 4714. We have 4714. So we are rounding, or we are just creating this one to three significant figures as this. Okay. Into say here, let's go. How many significant figures do we have here? Good. We have 4 significant figures here. So let's all count. Very good. We have 4 significant figures over here. Good. Now, our target or our aim is to correct this or round this to what? 3 significant figures. So let's count 3 out of what we have here. We have 1. Yes, 3. Good. Good. So that means that our third significant figure is on what? On the 1. So let's draw a line over here. Now, please be careful not to draw this line in your book. I was just trying to make an indication for you to understand it very well. Okay. So do not write this line as part of your answer, please. There's no part. I was just trying to make you understand, just for you to. I'm trying to use it as an indication for you to see it clearly. Is that okay? All right. So in that case, we have 1, 2, 3. The first one was more than what? 5. So this will do. Now, this is also not up to 5. Look at the number after. After you have noticed your significant figure that you are working with, in our case, we're working with what? 3 significant figures. So after you have indicated that that's the 1, the number after what you are finding, number 1 is what you are going to consider if it is more than 5 or less than 5. Note that it is not the number that you are indicating or you are looking for. For example, number or say if you have 3 significant figures, any one, and you just say 1 no less than 5 in any baby, and number no chino, and I yet bet you say a day we beka home as the being home. No, what you say number no way chino, say a ball 5 yet the 1 ebeka yang say number na ehwe no ho no ye number na ehwe ne test from the day e 1 je the 1 ebeka ho but say new 5 that means that 0 1 2 3 4 say new 5 kire say ye ba hwe nka ho e be ja ne sa na atwere 0 say na ye no but say ebro 5 e de ba ko ebeka number yang say number na ehwe no ho na atwere na 0 we are the same thing as yes. I hope we are following. Good. So in this case, say na ibenya. We're going to get our final answer as what? 4 7 1 0. Few seconds, just look through it, him, and see if you can notice some difference here. So when you one anyway, just look through. I'll ask you. So I'll be waiting. Yes. Now this is observation. You could observe that in our first example, our significant that we are looking at, the number after 8 was what? Was more than 5. So we added 1 to our number. That this is our number. But in our second example, our number was the number after this one is not up to 5. So we leave it as 0. It's like that. The thing say hano, what can we are na can na be 0. You want to na be 0. And now we use we say no. When I say we know endru 5 but we na 0, but on 1 bianca you will not add anyone. You not add anything. Just leave it like as it is. Is that okay? Good. So that's it. And one where is that? Now I'll write the third example, and you are going to give me the answer. But no, don't panic. Yes, I'll try to use that way. Don't panic or don't be afraid. That will be a simple example. Okay. Now let me draw a horizontal line, sorry, a vertical line over here so that I can separate this from that one. Now this is the third example. This is our third example. Sorry. This is our third example. So the third example will be we have 38759. 38759. 38759. So we'll do the same thing. We are correcting it to 3 significant figures. So just few minutes. I want you to solve this. Give me the answer based on the understanding that you have. Now note that you are not going to ask, or it's not always that you can be asked to run it what? 3 significant figures. Most often or sometimes you can be asked to what? Run it to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on and so forth. Any number that you prefer, depending on the question that you are asked, or depending on what you are doing or what you want, or depending on the circumstance or the context. Okay. Me pa say enye da bia na be ka kire say fakọ 3 significant figures. Enye da bia da bi o ha be ka say find 1, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4 sa ba ejina ne wo ye anase ne wo hwehwe ne so. I hope you all get it. Good. So few minutes, papa, let's solve this one. So I'm waiting for your answer. Quick. Okay, the time is up. What is your answer? So I'm waiting for your answer. Okay, so this is what I will do. I will show it on the board and then you compare it with your answer. If you had it correct, just say I had it correct. Yeah, just say correct in the comment section. Okay. If you didn't get to say, oh, I was unable to get the answer correct. So let me know that in the comment section. So if you get it correct, you say, yeah, I had it correct. If you were unable to get it correct, you say, oh, I'll try again next time. All right, so let's go. 3 significant figures. So let's count our, or let's indicate our significant figure. We have 1, 2, 3. So this is a significant figure. Okay. Now it says that you check the number after our significant figure. If it is more than 5, we add 1 to this. If it's not more than 5, we don't add, we just leave it. So therefore, this is our answer. We have 3, 8. So this is more than 5. This is more than 5. So we are going to add 1 to this. Hope you are aware. Yes. 8. Then the whole of this will what? 0, 0. Need not be 0. The rest will be 0. So this is the final answer. So who had it correct? Or who got it correct? Who did correct? Okay, so let me know that in the comment section. I'll come back and then read them. Good. So from the starting, or from where we started to now, if you have any question, just draw my attention and let's move on. Now, all the questions that we solved, it doesn't involve any decimal. So we are quickly moving to another example that involves what? A decimal number. Or that involves decimal point. Yes, that's what we see. That involves a decimal point. Okay. So, as I said earlier, before we solve some of the examples that have decimal value, I told you that sometimes we do a time, or we're working with time over here. So when the time is up, we are not permitted to continue. So we just end over here. Okay. So, however, in this case, we're going to end here. We shall end here, and then we continue that in our next video. So you remember the first video I told you that if our time permits us, we're going to make this video 2 times. If it is more than, or if our time not permit us to, or due to 1 or 2 things, so we're going to separate this video into 3 sessions. So as you already know, we have the first one and this is the second one. So probably I move on to the third video, and that was significant figures. This is what I want you to do. If you want all the videos, or if you want us to get much time here, what you want from you is that you share the video to others, you subscribe and give comment. That will give us access to what? To more time, or that will help us gain more time here. Okay. If I just say some person say your time near one, because some movie videos say na your time is until the time is one. Oh my quiet my end to us. So time is okay. We see transfer. You could be aso. Then share that for. It is some person the time no a year be brave and time a one. Mesro say share video with my be a or say on here video we. Now like a video no. We are no more commenting. I don't know sure no. Watch me I will be and I say I did be a one video who be a see be uncle say be koye. Comment wo we are fully any and subscribe yen. So we side way na abema e kwan na say abema enya kwanya say videos no e be 10 say na video be brain you fit na once na ko. Okay, all right. Now before we end the video, then I buy usu ayen. What did you catch me? Yeah, so tell me what you learned today, or summarize what you learned today. Okay. Okay, good. Indeed, that's what we learned. So we learned the steps that you can able to find the significant figures if we are given a value, or if we are given some numbers. Okay. So the first one we say that note your number, the number that you want to find, and then the second one says that after you have noticed the number after what you have found, if it is, or what you have found, if it is more than 5, you add 1 to your number. If it is not up to 5 to, you leave it like that, and then you write it as the remaining numbers as 0, or the numbers at the back as zeros. I hope you get it. Yes. Someone was saying I'm speaking fast because the time's up. So I want to speed up and then end everything. So that's what we have done. And then we solved 3 examples. 1, 2, 3. We solved 3 examples. So these are the examples that we solved. Okay. Yeah. So thank you very much. Now before I go, no, wait. I'll give you short assignments for you to do it. Okay. Now the assignment will be on the screen. So yes, so that assignment on the screen. So please go and do that for me. That assignment on the screen. Just solve it. In our next video or in our next lesson, I will ask you, or I will take it, or you will be asked to solve it based on the knowledge that you gain today. Okay, so quickly, thank you very much. My name is BOHYEBA Michael, aka Bofo in Kunimpa. Just follow us. So until then, bye bye. Shall meet again.